We move on to Wednesday's Times next, and the journalist, I'm going to enjoy saying this, Marina Ovsyannikova, who made headlines yesterday after she photobombed the Russian news with anti-war messages. She was today in court, Jojo, and it seems, early days yet, but it seems she's got off fairly lightly.
Well, we see that on the face of it, but is that the way that that's going to proceed? Because there is an intimation due to Putin putting in this new 15-year for spreading fake news that they could rearrest her and find her guilty of misleading or fake news. Again, I mean,
presumably they'll rearrest her when she's not quite so on the headlines.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, she did disappear for a few hours and people were wondering where she'd gone. But again, that seems to be a sort of thing with Putin. People disappear. That tennis player, remember? Have we found her? Did we find the tennis player that disappeared? No.
I don't know.
I thought it was a Chinese
tennis player. Yeah, it was a Chinese tennis player.
Oh, sorry, but yeah, whatever. So, no.
Same methods, different empire.
Different. Same but different. But yeah, people just disappearing and we don't ever get to the bottom of it. But, I mean, I admire her bravery because she's been working for state television. She herself has said that she now has incredible guilt that she'd been, you know, sort of been part of the propaganda. There's a lot of people standing up now and protesting and, you know, wanting their voices to be heard, which is proving to be more and more difficult.
Yeah.
But the idea that you can't say something or protest and that she is potentially threatened with 15 years in jail is terrifying.
Yeah, incredibly brave, given that she's got two kids, perhaps even verging on the foolhardy.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to do this stuff. You know, we're in a conflict and somebody's got to stand up and fight. And
you've got to have principles. You've got to, you know, have the courage of your convictions, and things don't change by sitting down and doing nothing.
It's just a shame that she didn't kind of make friends with the graphics guy. Like, I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, somebody would have seen that in the office. They'd have been like, what the hell is Marina doing? Yeah. What do you mean? Or have we got a Sharpie? Yeah, we've got lots of Sharpies. What do you mean? A2? We don't have any A2. Do we have any A2 paper in the office? We've only got A4.
And it's a sort of mixture of Russian and English, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
So,
I once did an act that was all signs, and I can tell you, I speak from experience, it takes a long time to draw up. That's half an hour's work in that sign, so it wasn't a sort of spontaneous thing.
I'm not... yeah, took a half hour. I'm not like... Because it's a very important issue, and it's amazing. It's just interesting that so many journalists have started to sort of move away from the Russian mainstream media. It's just a shame that they haven't moved away altogether to make like a really kind of powerful protest. Like instead, I mean, it looks like desperation because she's kind of just running around with this mad bonkers homemade sign in the back.
And that is, if you kind of look at the emotional side of it, what has driven her to do something like that in a country like that where the ramifications can be massive, that, you know, so if you're that desperate, then you do desperate times